welcome back to another episode of GotGameTesters, where we play test board and car games and let you guys decide, well, I don't know, let you guys decide, whatever. Today's game, Dicetropolis. Okay, folks, this is Dicetropolis. It's a press your luck building game. What you're trying to do is you're going to try to take these different blocks here. Now, this is an early prototype, so give it credit, but you have these different blocks, and they represent different buildings of different heights, which mean different points. Yes, it's a points game. What you're going to do is you're going to roll these 5 dice every single turn, and you're going to try to match the symbols as best you can. It looks like a Toot Industrial here. Now, the problem is that if you roll these stop work order symbols, or the little stop sign here, then you can't re-roll that die, but you can keep rolling anything else as much as you want until you get, a desired result. And I keep rolling. It looks like I gotta stop. Now, here's an option that I have. There are these 2 black dice afterwards. You can roll 1 at a time, and you can continue to press your luck in hopes that you don't get another stop. Because if you roll 3 of them, then you lose your turn. So it's kind of an option. If you roll 1 more, well, congratulations, and you can do it 1 more time with this other black die in hopes that you don't fail. Let's say in this case that I roll 4. Well, I'm going to look for a building that's got the number 4 on the bottom here, and I'm going to place it in that color space, as long as there's an empty space. Then everyone's going to take turns doing this until they've placed all of their buildings in different spots, and you're going to keep going, and sometimes you're going to get this really cool work development order, and it's going to be the little exclamation marks here, and when you do that, then you can build a new tile to add. As long as residential and industrial are not next to each other and the roads make sense, you can build it anywhere you want. Whenever you see a star there, you get to put down these really cool landmarks, and you do this by putting them on the stars, and anytime somebody builds next to that landmark, they get additional points. But at the end of the game, whoever has the most in a specific color of spaces, like the industrial zones, then they're going to get additional points. Anytime you build the most in a row as possible or connected, then you're going to get additional points. And there's several different ways to get points. There's other different types of landmarks you can see here, and you just put that down, and that's more points for the guys who build around it, and so on and so forth. And that's essentially the game. Whoever gets the most points and whatever combination gets to move around on this cute little points track, and whoever does that is the winner. Alright, Dicetropolis. Forget it. Dicetropolis, let's think. Okay, it is a very cute, probably shouldn't say cute. It's a cute, light, kind of gateway game, okay? Not huge decisions to be made, mostly just kind of like roll, press your luck. That's probably the main mechanic. I'm not going to say it's definitely the main mechanic, but it's probably the hugest decision you have to make, whether or not to keep pushing your luck. I'm not going to say that it's going to give you a heart attack over, who wins and who loses, because it's not that intense of a game, but it's definitely really fun. Sometimes you can kind of have a runaway winner just because of the dice rolls, but it's the nature of dice rolling games, okay? Is it a great game? Yes! I'm going to say it's going to be a great game, but I'm not going to say that it's for everybody, but that's pretty much everyone's game. So now here's the thing. Artwork, it's still on an all-time low simply because it's a prototype, okay? I really like the pieces, if they were, a little bit sanded down and something like that. Once they have the final production, I'm sure going to be super cool. I saw the artwork for some of those pieces, and they look fantastic. The point system seems balanced enough as is. If you can get 7 of a kind, which is pretty rare, then you get to have that really cool gold little obelisk thing going on, which is pretty neat. Everyone likes to play with this. This is the first thing everyone looks at and pulls out when we begin playing the game. They always want to know what this does. I'm basically going to have to say that this game's going to have to get 7 out of 10 on the ready scale, okay? In terms of the game mechanics and the game flow. I kind of feel like it's missing meat, but that's the nature of kind of lighthearted gateway games. I like how the bonuses at the end really help out for those guys who are behind, because there was several games where I was way in last the entire time. I don't know if I'm like too much of a risk taker for rolling the dice, and I want to keep getting bigger and bigger buildings, which only results in no buildings for me. But okay, so the pieces are neat. I like the pieces a lot. I can't wait to see what they're going to do more. I've seen the artwork for the pieces that they want to build in the future. I believe they're going to be plastic, not wooden, and they look great. Getting over the fact of the theme being that there's giant skyscrapers in the middle of a residential area, I mean, you're just going to have to look past that. The simple choices of you're either going to pass or fail, and then if you pass, then you're going to build a building as big as you can. Not huge choices to be made, but that's okay. You have to remember what kind of genre it's for. If you need a light filler game, then this is one you definitely should keep an eye out, and you should kind of get in contact with a designer and tell them what you think. I like the theme. I like the mechanics and how they flow. The point system seems to be pretty balanced. If you don't mind the heavy luck factor, then this is definitely going to be a game for you. Alright everybody, and that was another episode. Thanks for watching. That was Dicetropolis from Decal Games. Check out our Facebook group, the Playtest HQ, where you can basically talk about anything board games that you want, but it's there if you need playtesters or if you want to play test games. Thanks for watching, folks, and we hope to see you next time in another episode of GotGameTesters.